Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live from 7th and 8th Regiments graduation and commissioning ceremony. These cadets are lining up. The ceremony will begin in about 5 minutes. We're looking at 7th Regiment right now.
Hey! Come on. Who just said that? I. You don't have a ball.
Here's Bravo Company for 7th Reg.
Right a week before LDAC started, I left for LDAC on the house.
Color guard. Here is 8th Reg. Alpha Company is in front here. Now Bravo Company for 8th Reg. Live streaming. You're live.
We're live. It's this one here. We're live. We're live. Live. George Mason! George Mason!
So the ceremony is about to begin in a few minutes. Cadets looked out. It's a nice, sunny, cool day here this morning.
All right, Alpha, for a lot of the family members up here, this would be the first time they get a chance to see the caliber of cadet and future officer that is going to be serving alongside their loved one. Don't disappoint.
So we're just going to walk back to the middle of the field here where all the cadets will be passing by as soon as the ceremony starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony is about to commence. Please take your seats at this time and silence all electronic devices.
Take a look at the commission is while we wait.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Colonel Charles Evans, the host officer and commander of Warrior Forge 2011, and Command Sergeant Major Richard Leardall, the Warrior Forge Command Sergeant Major, I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the 7th and 8th Regiments. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet Jack Wisconsin from Auburn University. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Lieutenant General Jack Stoltz. Please stand for the entrance of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and remember to stand and render honors to the nation as the colors pass.
Here they come.
Mission of Warrior Forge, train cadets as Army staff, develop the leadership skills and evaluate their Warrior Forge is the single most largest training event in the career of the Army Command. It is often the first exposure to the active Army, and it is the only arena for cadets from various college campuses undergoing combat, high-quality training. Warrior Forge is also one of the largest annual training events in the nation. Of the United States Army. Carries a proud name on their own. The 7th Cavalry is renowned unit in the United States Army. Its needs are forever linked to the legends of the American West. The 7th Cavalry was first brought in service during the Indian War with a very own record history against Kiowa, Blackfeet, Comanche, and Sioux. The 7th Cavalry next galloped to the Mexican border under the command of General Blackjack Christian to confront Montevideo, then a generation later, the regiment bore its colors to the Pacific in the Second World War. The 7th Cavalry was so stalwart in battle that General Lewis-McChord never permitted its absence of a single major battle. The regiment's motto, the 7th First, was confirmed in the Battle of Korea. No other regiment won more presidential citations. The 7th Cavalry was never held. The foot chosen reservoir in the presence of the document. There we go, the small guys begin Operation Desert Storm, contributing to the United Nations coalition victory over Iraq and earning presidential unit citation. Regimental honors, presidential unit citation of the United States, the Philippines, and the Republic of Korea, as well as
Alpha just passed us. Bravo's coming up now.
The 8th ROTC Cadet Regiment is affiliated with the 8th Field Artillery Division and carries a proud name on automatic. From World War I, the 8th Field Artillery has proven its courage and bravery. The 8th Field Artillery was activated in 1960 during the crash of August 1918 when it performed occupation with the 7th Division. During World War II, the 8th valiantly supported
Here comes 8th
the 7th
Reg.
Infantry Regiment through battles of the Central Pacific. As well as that, the 8th actual fire substantially aided the 27th Infantry as they quickly seized their objectives. During the Luzon campaign, the 8th fired over 1,100 rounds at enemy units, completely destroying a Japanese force attacking the 27th Infantry. The 8th was then sent to South Korea as part of the 27th Regimental Combat Team. The 8th Field Artillery's fires were so intense, the North Korean POWs wondered
There's
if
Bravo
automatic
for 8th Reg.
he was using. This is where they gained a moniker, automatic. The 8th fought in all 10 Korean campaigns, receiving 3 presidential unit citations. During the Vietnam War, members of the 8th Field Artillery were part of 13 major campaigns. In 1989, the 8th performed an Operation Success in Hamlet, followed by participation in the defense of Saudi Arabia and the liberation of Kuwait in 1990 to 1991. The 8th is currently stationed in Wainwright, Alaska, and in 2002 began the transformation of the Fort Courthouse Striker Brigade Combat Team. In October of 2004, the automatic deployed to northern Iraq to support Iraq training and warrior force was a small unit of tactical training as the field throughout the training cycle, cadets were contributing to launch cadets of personally and soldiers, bandits. Cadets gained self-confidence as individuals and enhanced collective cohesion as a free force.
Has the red flags and will be on the ring.
demonstrated the technical and tactical skills necessary to complete all missions there. Most importantly, they have proven that they have the leadership ability required for this job in the United States Army. Congratulations, Gary Owen, and automatic for a mission well done. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation offered by Chaplain Candidate Johnson.
If you please bow your heads. Holy Father, we thank you for this graduation to honor and to celebrate the success of these future lieutenants. God, who is supreme in all power, we thank you for permitting the United States of America's government to train and prepare soldiers for battle. Strengthen us, protect us, and may we look to you as our only help. Bless this celebration in your most holy name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. This ceremony marks the culmination of 29 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, Warrior Force 2011 served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an officer. They have emerged from this challenge, confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an Army officer. Several of these cadets will be commissioned today, while most will return to their campuses to be commissioned next spring when they graduate. You will notice 3 variations of uniforms worn today. The Universal Camouflage Pattern Army Combat Uniform, or ACU. The Olive Drab, which became the modern Army Green in 1954, ending the russet worn since the Spanish-American War. That same uniform, with modifications and the addition of the Black Beret, is the Class A uniform, soon to be discontinued in 2014. Now, for more than 200 years, soldiers have enjoyed the distinct honor and privilege first established by General George Washington of wearing the national blue, better known as Army Blue. This is known as the Army Service Uniform, effective June 14, 2008. The ASU development and transition is part of the Army's continued efforts to streamline its uniforms. The cadets are now formed on the final line. You will note that they are carrying the colors of the 7th Gary Owen Regiment and the 8th Automatic Regiment, which were presented to them during their activation ceremonies on the 29th and 30th of June, 2011. Throughout their training, these colors have served the cadets as a source of strength and as a rallying point. The cadets of Gary Owen and Automatic have proudly upheld the history and traditions of their respective organizations. In honor of their completion of Warrior Forge 2011, today's reviewing officer has deferred the privilege of receiving a cannon salute to the cadets, which will be rendered to them in the form of the Cadet Cannonade. In a moment, the adjutant will direct the band to sound attention.
Sound attention! Bring your unit! Please, guys! On! Breathe in! On! Bring your unit! Water! On! Fire! On! Bring your units to present all. Present all. Present all. Staff, present all. Sir, the regiments are forward.
Post the colors.
Staff, order all. Bring your units to order all. Colors, center, march. Sir, the colors are present.
Present the command.
Bring your units to attention. Bring your units to present all. Present all. Present all. Detachment, present all.
Present.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem and maintain your salute during the firing of the cadet cannonade. Ladies and gentlemen, the firing of the cadet cannonade represents a salute to the three values of duty, honor, and country. Duty! Obedience and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor! Encompassing integrity and dedication. Honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our army. Country! For which men and women have given their lives. Our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Attention. Order, hold. Bring your units to order all. Right, right. Detachment, parade, red.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Cadet Thomas Leahy from Siena College will recite the Cadet Creed.
I am an Army Cadet. Soon I'll make take an oath to become an Army officer. Visit commanding the balance of your distinction great. Honor is my touchstone. I send the mission first, people always. I'm the past. I'm the spirit of the warriors who face the final sacrifice. I'm the present. A scholar, a soldier, enhancing my skills, science of warfare, art leadership. Above all, I'm the future. I'm the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and judgment to lead, and the gallantry in battle to win. I will do my duty. Army strong, sir.
Train delayed. Good job.
Right, left, 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 marked up, march, group, halt, left, face.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the awards will be presented. Vicki Nelson will present the Association of the United States Army Award. The Association of the United States Army awards an Army Saber to the Distinguished Honor Graduate from each regiment. For 7th Regiment, the Distinguished Honor Graduate is Cadet John Bergman from the University of Kansas.
Right. Face.
For 8th Regiment, the Distinguished Honor Graduate is Cadet Daniel Osterheld from Northeastern University. Colonel Retired Wes Williams will now present the Comtech Leadership Award. This award is presented to the Distinguished Honor Graduate from each regiment. Cadets competed for this award based on their overall performance during Warrior Forge 2011. The Distinguished Honor Graduate from 7th Regiment is Cadet John Bergman from the University of Kansas. The Distinguished Honor Graduate from 8th Regiment is Cadet Daniel Osterheld from Northeastern University. Colonel Retired Wes Williams will now present the Comtech Warrior Ethos Award. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the values of the warrior ethos throughout Warrior Forge. The cadet is chosen by the regimental cadre. Representing 7th Regiment is Cadet Elizabeth Steen from North Carolina State University. Representing 8th Regiment is Cadet Clayton Austin from Slippery Rock University. At this time, Colonel Evans and Command Sergeant Major Little will present the remaining awards for today's ceremony. On behalf of Major General McCollum, Colonel Evans will now present Cadet John Bergman and Cadet Daniel Osterheld with the Cadet Command, Commanding General Scoring.
All right. Good.
Colonel Evans will now present the Lieutenant General Sinclair L. Melmer Award. This award is presented to the second highest ranking cadet in the regiment as determined by a regimental board. These cadets will also be presented the USAA Warrior Spirit Medallion for their outstanding achievement during Warrior Forge. The awards for 7th Regiment go to Cadet Catherine Register from North Georgia College. Cadet Catherine Register will also be presented the award for Female High APFT for 7th Regiment with a score of 343. The awards for 8th Regiment go to Cadet John McRae from Oregon State University. Colonel Evans and Command Sergeant Major Little present the Warrior Forge APFT Award. This award reflects outstanding physical achievement in the Army Physical Fitness Test, which measures push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile timed run. It is presented to the highest scoring male and female cadets from the regiment. Male High APFT from 7th Regiment with a score of 351 is awarded to Cadet Justin Parker from Georgia Southern University. Male High APFT from 8th Regiment with a score of 341 is awarded to Cadet Derek Lyons from Indiana University, Pennsylvania. Female High APFT from 8th Regiment with a score of 336 is awarded to Cadet Maria Delachuk from the University of Maryland. Representing 7th Regiment with the top APFT score is Cadet Justin Parker from Georgia Southern University. Representing 8th Regiment with the top APFT score is Cadet Derek Lyons from Indiana University, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our award winners a round of applause.
Over.
Left,
Fire. Mark time. Fire. 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 Right. Fire. 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 Right. Fire. Group. Who? Fire. That's double animal. Just right. Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the oath of office will be administered to those cadets who, by graduating from Warrior Forge, have completed all the requirements necessary for commissioning.
Sir, the future leaders to be commissioned are present. Ready to lead. Forge and professional. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, John Miller,
Having been appointed the second lieutenant
having been appointed the second lieutenant
in the United States Army,
in the United States Army,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will support and defend the Constitution
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I take this obligation freely
and I take this obligation freely,
and without any mental reservation
without any reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and I will well and faithfully
dispatch the duties
dispatch the duties
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
of the office to which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Army Strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Master Sergeant Barbie will escort family and friends onto the field to affix the rank of Second Lieutenant on the new commissionees. Those who would like to take photos of the commissioning ceremony are welcome to move onto the field and do so quickly to afford others time to do the same. As is tradition in the United States Army, these newly commissioned officers will also receive their first salute. The first salute comes from a non-commissioned officer, emphasizing the role that NCOs play in the professional development of every Army officer. NCOs will advise and support officers at every stage of their career. It is tradition that newly commissioned officers give a silver dollar to the first NCO that salutes them, in recognition of the support NCOs have already given and will continue to give them in their career. Second Lieutenant Khalid Bosman. Second Lieutenant Jessica Helsel. Second Lieutenant Suzanne Baird. Second Lieutenant Travis Heron. Second Lieutenant John Benet. Second Lieutenant Ian Hanaway. Second Lieutenant Matthew Burke. Second Lieutenant Brittany Gordon. Second Lieutenant Nicholas Chavez. Second Lieutenant Emily Fritz. Second Lieutenant Carrie Cooper. Second Lieutenant Desiree Fournier. Second Lieutenant Melvin Dunsworth. Second Lieutenant Rudolph Voyava. Second Lieutenant Sean Ellis.
Right, face! Calm left, march!
Second Lieutenant Nicholas Hogan. Second Lieutenant Dion McMillan. Second Lieutenant Christopher Howell. Second Lieutenant Christopher McRoby. Second Lieutenant Shelby Hunter. Second Lieutenant Robert McCroskey. Second Lieutenant Gary Hurst. Second Lieutenant Emily Linus. Second Lieutenant William Hutcherson. Second Lieutenant Keegan Lowry. Second Lieutenant Caitlin Kiki. Second Lieutenant Jonathan Lee. Second Lieutenant Brandon Koopman. Second Lieutenant Roger Lansing. Second Lieutenant Susan Kozakowski.
Right, speak. Calm left, march.
Second Lieutenant Mitchell Messick. Second Lieutenant Marvin Sims. Second Lieutenant Heather Moore. Second Lieutenant Stephen Shaw. Second Lieutenant Thad Nelson. Second Lieutenant Joseph Sarmiento. Second Lieutenant Nathaniel Newton. Second Lieutenant Tanisha Santiago. Second Lieutenant Carmen Parsley. Second Lieutenant Eduardo Rosario. Second Lieutenant Yaroslav Pavlov. Second Lieutenant Robert Richardson. Second Lieutenant Bentley Phillips. Second Lieutenant James Reed. Second Lieutenant Blake Reeder.
Right, hey! All left, hey!
Second Lieutenant Donald Spanhauer. Second Lieutenant Robert Bourgeot. Second Lieutenant Christopher Strohmeyer. Second Lieutenant Samuel Williams. Second Lieutenant Kayla Van Osteren. Second Lieutenant Marshall Jarrett. Second Lieutenant Robert Wickham. Second Lieutenant Tyler Yeager. Second Lieutenant Christopher Watevich.
Cleve, want me to take one with you?
Every day, Master Sergeant. Thank you. Every day, Master Sergeant.
Right, peace! Come left, up!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these new second lieutenants a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Second Lieutenant Robert Bourgeot from Montana State University will recite the Soldier's Creed. I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place a mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen combat. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I'm guarding freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. Army strong, sir.
Army strong, good job.
Lieutenant General Jack C. Stoltz was confirmed in 2010 for his second term as Chief, Army Reserve, and Commanding General, United States Army Reserve Command. Lieutenant General Stoltz entered active duty in 1974 after receiving his commission from the Reserve Officer Training Corps at Davidson College, North Carolina, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree. After completing the Engineer Officer Basic Course and Airborne School, he was assigned to the 20th Engineer Battalion, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, culminating as Bravo Company Commander. Lieutenant General Stoltz left active duty in June 1979 to pursue a civilian career. At the same time, he began his Army Reserve career with assignment to the 108th Division, headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. Lieutenant General Stoltz served in a variety of positions with the 108th Division, including Commander, Company D, 4th Battalion, 108th Regiment, and Division Assistant G3. Lieutenant General Stoltz began his career with the Transportation Corps in February 1987 with an assignment to the 32nd Transportation Group, which was mobilized and deployed in November 1990 in support of Operations Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Lieutenant General Stoltz was responsible for providing transportation support to the 18th Airborne Corps and 7th Corps in Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Kuwait. Lieutenant General Stoltz took command of the 257th Transportation Battalion in 1995. The battalion deployed to the Balkans in March 1997 in support of Operations Joint Endeavor, Joint Guard. He took command of the 32nd Transportation Group in 1998 and served in this capacity until assuming duties of Deputy Commanding General, 143rd Transportation Command in 1999. Lieutenant General Stoltz deployed to Kuwait in October 2002 as Commander, 143rd Transportation Command, forward, establishing initial RSOI operations in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Moving forward into Iraq with the initial ground offensive, he established the first forward logistics hub at Toledo. In October 2003, he was assigned as Director of Movements, Distribution, and Transportation, Combined Land Forces Land Component Command, Kuwait, responsible for the redeployment and deployment of sustainment supplies for the United States and coalition forces in Kuwait and Iraq. Lieutenant General Stoltz returned to the United States in August 2004 after 22 months in theater. In October 2004, Lieutenant General Stoltz assumed command of the 143rd Transportation Command, Orlando, Florida, until selected to serve as the Deputy Commanding General of the United States Army Reserve Command in 2005. In May 2006, he was sworn in as Chief, Army Reserve, and Commanding General of the United States Army Reserve Command. Lieutenant General Jack Stoltz is a graduate of the Command and General Staff College and the Army War College. His awards and decorations include the Defense Superior Service Medal, Legion of Merit, Bronze Star with 1 Oak Leaf Cluster, Meritorious Service Medal with 3 Oak Leaf Clusters, Army Commendation Medal with 4 Oak Leaf Clusters, and the Army Achievement Medal. As a citizen soldier, Lieutenant General Stoltz retired from Procter & Gamble as an operations manager with 28 years of service. He is married to the former Laura Brown, and they have 4 children, 4 granddaughters, and 1 grandson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a distinct honor to introduce our distinguished guest speaker for today's ceremony, the Chief, Army Reserve and Commanding General, United States Army Reserve Command, Lieutenant General Jack C. Stoltz.
I know I'm an old soldier, but that introduction makes me feel really old. So we'll have to cut that down to a shorter version. But to everyone here, thanks for being here. What a great day to be a soldier. Who It really is. And you don't know how happy I am to be here. After sitting through several hours of heated and intense budget meetings in the Pentagon yesterday, coming outside to a heat index of 115 degrees, and getting on a plane to head out to Fort Lewis, Washington, where it's about 70 degrees today, it is really good to be here. So thank you. To all of our guests, to my fellow officers and NCOs and soldiers, to the communities that are represented here, thanks for being here. It is really a special day. You know, when I was trying to think back on what to say to a group like this on an event like this, and as my soldiers often tell me, don't waste my time, so not to waste your time, I was kind of thinking back on what today looks like for those standing on the field in front of us. You know, as was mentioned in the introduction, I entered the active duty in 1974. In 1973, I stood on a field like this at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, completing my advanced camp. In the situation that we were confronting, 1973-74, we had been a nation at war for a long time. We were drawing down and returning from war. We were looking at the peace dividend and how to cut our budgets and our spending. And we were trying to figure out what the Army of the future looked like and would look like. So there was a whole lot of uncertainty. There was a whole lot of uncertainty about what the future would look like in terms of resourcing. And our Army of that day was not appreciated. We've got a lot of Vietnam veterans. I'm sure we've got a lot of them here in our audience, that we owe a deep debt of gratitude that we didn't tell them how much they meant to us, because back in that time we didn't appreciate what they meant to us. And so to all of our Vietnam veterans and our other veterans, from me personally, but more importantly from the 1.1 million soldiers in uniform today, thank you for what you did for us back then. We owe you that deep debt of gratitude. Today, you fast forward to what you, standing on that field, are going to be looking forward to. I just mentioned, I came out of some heated budget meetings yesterday, because as we draw down out of Iraq and we start to draw down out of Afghanistan, we're facing some uncertainty in budgets. And how much resources will this nation apply against our military? And we're facing some uncertainty of what that military looks like in the future, what those of you on the field will be doing. And so you're entering a phase like I did in 1974. But there's some things that have changed. Number one, you are the most appreciated and most respected profession in America. Poll after poll after poll today say the most respected profession in America is our men and women that wear the uniform. You truly are a national treasure. And those who come before you have earned that respect and admiration. Part of your job is to maintain it. But you're entering at a time where you are truly respected. You're entering at a time when, as young lieutenants, you're going to be given more responsibility than ever before. You're entering a time when our military, the United States Army, is by far the best military this world has ever seen. Technologically, but also leadership-wise. Your challenge is going to be to maintain that. You've got some huge challenges ahead of you. You're going to be given huge opportunities. You can't appreciate it now, but you're becoming part of something special. That brotherhood and sisterhood of men and women who put on the uniform. Very few have the opportunity to do that. If you look at our society today, and what percent of our population serves in uniform, It's very small. Some of that is by choice. People choose not to put on the uniform. Some of that is because they can't measure up. They can't meet the moral standards. They can't meet the physical standards. They can't meet the academic standards to serve in today's military, to stand where you are today. So you really are the elite, and you represent the elite of this country. There's a lot of people that like to be able to stand where you are and can't. But you can't appreciate what you're really becoming part of because it will take time. You're going to build those bonds. That bond that bonds you together as soldiers in uniform, irregardless of color, irregardless of sex, irregardless of age, irregardless of background. You're a soldier. And some of you won't see each other again when you leave after this ceremony until 5 years from now, maybe even 10 years from now. And you're going to cross each other on the battlefield. Or you're going to run into each other in the airport. And you're going to gravitate right back here to LDAC 2011 and talk about some of the experiences you had here together, or in some cases, some of the experiences you've had together in places like Iraq or Afghanistan. Because as we all say, at some point, you got to take the uniform off. Some of us choose to keep it on as long as you can until the Army tells you got to take it off. Others of us choose to take it off at other places in our career. You can take the uniform off, but you can't take the soldier out of your heart. You're going to be a soldier forever, a soldier for life. And you've got to understand that. You're becoming something special here. Be proud of it. Be proud of what you've earned. Be proud of the opportunity you've been given. And I guess I would give you 3 words that I would ask you to live by. As officers, those of you who've just been commissioned, and those of you standing on the field that will be commissioned later, trust. You've got to have trust in this brotherhood and sisterhood. You've got to trust each other. But you're going to be given as officers the responsibility for other people's lives. Moms and dads, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters are going to trust you with the lives of their loved ones. And they're going to trust that you're going to be the right leader, that you're going to do the right thing. And they're going to trust that you know what your job is and you're technically competent. And they're going to trust you're going to do everything you can to be a good leader and to take care of that treasure they've given you responsible for. The soldiers that are going to serve under you are going to trust you because you're going to be asked to tell them what their role is, what their orders are. You know, you just heard these young men and women up here take an oath to be a lieutenant. And the oath talks about that they're accepting their responsibility without any reservation or purpose of evasion. That oath is different from the oath the enlisted soldiers and NCOs take who serve under you. Their oath says, I will obey the orders of the President and the officers appointed over me. So help me God. They're trusting that you know what you're doing when you give them that order. So you've got to have trust. This Army thrives on trust. That's how our chain of command works. Secondly, you've got to have integrity. If they're going to trust you, if the mothers and fathers are going to trust you with their sons, you've got to have integrity. You've got to do the right thing, even when sometimes it hurts. You've got to do the right thing when you see one of your friends that's not living up to the values that we expect. You can't turn your head. You've got to maintain integrity, and that's what's going to maintain that trust. And then finally, courage. You've got to have courage. You've got to have courage on the battlefield when it counts, so that those soldiers trust you to lead them. But you've got to have courage behind closed doors when you're confronted and have to make the right decision, and it hurts. You've got to have courage that you can be the leader that this nation expects you to be, that those soldiers that are with you expect you to be, and you've got to have the courage and the confidence that you will be all that you can be when the time comes and the time is needed. So you're taking on a huge responsibility. It's not something to take on lightly when you take on that oath of commission. You are the future. I'm an old soldier. I'm getting ready to take the uniform off, but not out of my heart. But I'm trusting you to be the leaders of the future, to maintain this wonderful fighting machine that this nation has that dominates around the world, to maintain the leadership that we have entrusted to you, and most importantly, to take care of those young men and women who every day raise their hand and voluntarily enlist in our Army or re-enlist to stay in our Army because they trust their leaders. They trust their leaders that they have the integrity and the courage to lead like they should. It is a great day to be a soldier. As again, you don't appreciate yet what you're becoming part of. You are elite and special. I just would like to say thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for volunteering to be part of our Army. Thank you for what you're doing for the future of this nation, protecting our freedom and liberties. God bless you all. To our families and our friends, God bless you for being here and supporting these great men and women. And God bless the great United States of America. Thank you.
That's it. Good. Bring your units to attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the 7th and 8th Regiments will be deactivated by the regimental training officers and regimental sergeant major. Ladies and gentlemen, effective 23 July 2011, The 7th and 8th ROTC cadet regiments are deactivated. Signed, Charles M. Evans, Colonel, Field Artillery, Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as Chaplain Candidate O'Brien gives the benediction and remain standing for the retiring of the colors and playing of the Army song.
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you now in praise and thanks for the many cadets that you have brought this blessed day, and we ask that you would give them the strength and character to rise to the challenges to come, and continue to mold them into bold and humble leaders. Bless them and their families as they celebrate today's accomplishment. Walk with them in the many great endeavors that await them, and fill them with compassion and fortitude to lead and to serve. We ask all of this by your grace, for you are a great and loving God. Thank you so much, Father. Amen.
Bring your units to attention!
Sir, permission to retire the colors.
Retire the colors!
Attachment! Pull! Mark!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's graduation ceremony. The next graduation for the 9th and 10th Regiments will take place on 28 July 2011 at 9 a.m. at this location. Everyone is invited to attend.
Sir, this concludes the ceremony.
Take charge of the graduates.
No problem.
Commander! Let's go! Chill out, man.
So now we're going to head down to the end of the field and chat with some of our LDAC graduates.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Mom.
LDAC!
Hey, Mom.
War Eagle! Come on. Up.
There's like two people right in front of me. You bit it. Yeah, fine, Joe. How did we get to watch that? Done.
Good job. Hey, good job, guys.
Thanks, brother.
Get it going!
Yeah.
So that was all 7th Reg. Say hi to someone? Yeah, it's live right now.
Hi, Mom. See me. Hi, hon. Hi, baby. Hi, Ma. How you doing? I'll be home soon.
Woo!
This is 8th Reg over here now.
Good job. First time you fly out. Awesome.
There you go. Got on.
Hi, Mom.
How was LDAC for you guys? It's over? You made it? You survived? Oh, there you go.
Sir.
Now, the difficult task of getting all of these cadets to the airport. It is quite an undertaking. We have a fleet of buses that will be running to and from the airport all day.
My God, sir!
Let's head back over to 7th Ridge.
I'm at the lift one chalkboard. Lift one chalkboard. I'm on the sidewalk.
I was so close to the beach.
Hold on. Go.
I didn't know if they were having
Where's he at?
Anybody you guys want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Jordan. Smokey, I'll see you soon.
How was LDAC for everyone?
It was a journey.
It was a journey. And now it is done.
We have grown.
We are all
done.
We're going home. We're going to win a trophy.
Done.
Congratulations, cadets.
You already made the
If there are any of you at home that would like to see your cadet, call them on their cell phones and tell them to come find me. Many parents have done that, and it has been a huge hit. So if you have a cadet you want to see, I see lots of cadets with cell phones. So tell them to come find me, the one walking around with the computer.
I'll see you in a trophy. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. Oh, nice, man. Hey, are you on TV? Hold on. My sister's on. That's me. Is it going? No.
There's a little delay. Anybody else you guys want to say hi to? Where are you guys from?
South Dakota, baby. South California. Hey, Caroline. Hey.
We are live right now on Ustream, and it'll be recorded. You guys can find it on YouTube. The whole thing. Watch it whenever. Woo!
Wow, sorry.
There's a little delay, like 10-second delay.
It's like a 10-second delay.
Hi everyone, you guys want to say hi? What's the first thing you want to eat when you get home?
Have like black ones.
Steak and shrimp.
Nice.
Steak and shrimp sounds freezing.
Home cooked meal? Home cooked? No more MREs?
No.
No.
The rest of this year.
Congratulations.
I sound like that. Live stream. Three humans board, man. I like it. I'm gonna do it against the Hey guys. Hey. Hey mom.
This is the guy who grabbed my God when I passed out.
Oh.
William's your face. Hi mom. Hey Rachel. Hey Dad. One. Yes. I want to go home. I want to stay.
Whoever is watching it.
Then he came and found me, and I was like,
I won.
What's nice?
They do a live feed stuff, and they send out through the FRD.
hey, mommy, I love you. Hey, baby, I love you. I'll be home soon. Thank you. Hey, don't do that.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody back home. Cool. Still here for one more day.
Aww.
Ready to go. Whoa, real world. 7, Delta, 5.
We're live.
Hey! Go State! Holding area, yeah.
One more day for you guys.
One more day.
Yes.
Holdover. Holdover company. We're back soon.
Recon, day one. That's one. Back to the TTP.
Walk around for a few more minutes.
Hi, Captain. Hi, Dad.
Yep. Hey, Sergeant Major, I'll let you go. You're a man with a mission. I'll see you later.
All right. Oh.
Oh, she's right here. See me?
Hey, Guam!
There's a slight delay. Should be able to see you soon.
Otherwise,
It's live. Did you want to say hi to someone?
What?
You want to say hi to someone?
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
That'll make her day. You headed home?
What?
You headed home?
Not for another 3 weeks.
Oh, where are you off to? More training?
CTLT.
Nice. Well, good luck.
Hi. Hi, Tina.
I can see calling the people as well. Members off the AAR. Every AAR.
I noticed that.
Already though, I'm like, how the heck did they do that? What kind of Superman cap did they pull?
Pretty much every day. I see him at every graduation or when he brings somebody out to the side. Of course, Ron Fred, when he came out to the side.
Cool. This is so cool.
Hey, you want to see us on live webcam? Talk to us. All right.
Back up. Get it line.
Looking for Rob there.
Yes, they're flying late tonight.
All the action photos right there with that laptop.
Hello, everyone.
That's going to be Hey, can I say hi to my mom? I don't mind waiting. Hi, Mom. Hi, Minnesota. I've missed you. What's up, Texas?
Well, you have some really high temperatures to get home to.
I know, right?
Triple digits. Good luck with that. Big difference here from Washington.
I miss Washington. I'm gonna miss this rain so much.
Did you hear me right now?
Yeah, she can hear you.
Hey, Mom. How are you? Doing good. Mission.
How's it feel to be a second lieutenant?
Feels great. It's awesome.
No more cadet land for you?
No more cadet land. I'm done with ROTC.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks. That's it, man.
No, he actually gets to go home for a few days.
And that is going to conclude our broadcast for today. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and congratulations to these cadets and new second lieutenants. Have a good day.